Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is another episode of Anime Brothers. I am your host, Quiet Jams. I am just joined by our other host, Ty So Fly. I was actually looking at your name going, that doesn't say what I wanted to say. Before we even start, please follow us on social media, like, subscribe, click the little notification button because, hey, why not get notified when we put episodes out? Our social medias are at Anime Brothers, ANIME BROTHAZ. I know, right? It's like I have to spell that every day or something. Let's see. You can follow us on our link tree, or find all the links there, or you can follow us on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. High five. Boom. Oh, boom. Wait, towards the camera. Boom.
Killed it.
Thank you.
All right.
What's going on for this week? How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. A lot of chapters out there. A lot of co-hosts who haven't read all the chapters. Look,
you know what? When you get home at night, it's like dinner time, bath time, workout time, bedtime. It's like, all right, I gotta find the cohesiveness, the flow to write the chapter. Not write the chapter. I don't write chapters. To read the chapters. See, I'm trying to help with the app. I'm trying.
I've substituted my workout time because I haven't worked out since who knows how when with reading my manhwa.
Wow. You heard that, ladies and gentlemen? Write this down. Next year, Tasso Fly gonna be Tasso Fat. He gonna be Tasso Thick. Todd Thickums.
Oh man. On a side note, though, when I went to Sky Zone, they had the American Ninja section.
Oh, that's cool.
So I went through that, and I felt rejuvenated. Like I should work out again because I crushed it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, you felt your age because
no. I crushed it. I felt my age later because then I was like, oh, it hurt. Like I went through that, and like the cool down period had kicked in, and I was like, oh no. But during it, I was crushing it.
If there's one thing Sky Zone is good for, it is making you feel your age. Like you see those little kids in there, they jump for hours, right?
And they do such cool flips.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not. I can't afford it. I don't have life insurance right now.
Yeah. They were doing flips, and someone said to me, like, hey, why don't you go do a front flip? And I was like, nah, bro, because if I do, then it's gonna ruin the whole mood, because then there's gonna be ambulance, and then
vibe killed.
Right. So I was like, I'm just gonna bounce up and down. That's it. No flips, just straight up and down.
Just saying, watching the kid bounce for hours and then getting on that trampoline and bouncing for 5 minutes and being tired, not fun. Like, where's my inhaler? Oh man, the asthma is real. Dude. Well, I mean, speaking of shenanigans, how many chapters do you want to go over? I don't even know anymore.
I don't know the count, but I can tell you where we're at. So if we go with TBATE,
let's start with the best.
We're up to 125.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say, man. First off, I didn't know it was a finale. I finally thought things were stoking up for the fire. I was getting really amped.
Me too.
And like it didn't feel finale to me, right? Like I didn't feel finalized. Like it wasn't supposed to, because it's not the end of it. But
no, they hit you with a cliffhanger, which I thought, next chapter, like always. But then you told me, I didn't even know. I wasn't even privileged to the information. You told me, and I was just like, you should have seen it. I was on my knees, dramatic, the long no, like tears. It was probably raining outside, I'm pretty sure.
I was gonna say, did it start raining? Like, let it burn.
It was so upsetting. But yeah, no, that chapter was fire. You had, first of all, it started off weird, right? It was like a flashback of Arthur, like in his previous life, talking about they were like, kill her. And like, I'm like, what? I tried to I was like, okay, I soaked it in, right? I'm like, all right, so this is probably foreshadowing something. But even like throughout the chapter, there was nothing like he had no decision like whether he had to kill a girl or not. I don't know, but nothing, at least to me, it didn't circle back at all in the chapter.
Yeah, not. I don't think it has yet. I think you'll see him probably start to make more like previous life decisions based on like what he's lived now, because he hasn't really been doing that. Like we haven't tied back to his like, oh yeah, I'm being reincarnated and I'm this guy that was basically nothing in my previous life that made myself into something. And so like, the people egging him on being like, this is what a king is supposed to do. Like, this is the decision you have to make. So I'm waiting for him to call back on his previous life experience for something, other than his swordsmanship was his biggest draw from the previous life. But other than that, he's like, I could read. What about everything else?
Wasn't his mana control, or
he did have some mana control, because he remembered it, but he was almost astounded by like how mana was in this world as opposed to this like other world.
So
yeah,
I think that helped him excel, excel his mana much faster than other people.
Yeah, in my previous life, like kids started started learning mana at a young age because it's easier to learn and adapt and control at that age. So all right, fine. I've debunked my own theory, or you've debunked it.
All Zoom was adding another one. There's two. He has 2 life experiences that he brought over. That's all.
I want his like dignitary, like king experience to be brought into question. Like, and then like you notice everybody around him sort of notices like he's got like this old soul feel about him, right? And everyone around him sort of notices and feels it, and they're like, I know he's hiding something, I just don't know what it is. It's like I want somebody to ask and find out.
Sure.
It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, the only person that that if they asked, and Arthur probably would tell him, would be the granddad, Tessa's granddad.
That's a good call.
I feel like that'd be the only person he'd actually tell if they asked.
You're not asking. You're not telling Tessa. And then remember he kissed her and he was like, "Oh my God, I'm going to jail."
He's like, "I just committed adultery."
Like,
not. We're like, bro, you're like actually 13. Like,
yeah, it's all good, bro. You are the age you are supposed to be. You've grown up this entire life. Just because you know a little bit more.
All it just means is like, you just know what to do later. That's all.
Right? Hey, go more power to you.
Man. But then later on in the chapter, he actually meets the deity.
Yeah, I know. Also mad about that. All right, so he gets called over to the portal, right? To the to warp pad or whatever. And then like like he's supposed to be warping, and I guess like they interrupt his warp, like this just in, meeting of a deity, like they stop him mid warp or something. I don't know. Maybe they come to it in his mind. We don't know yet, because like he gets there, he sees the deity, and then suddenly nothing else happens.
Oh yeah, they don't. No conversation, nothing happens. Like it just skips scene.
Like, I'm sorry, but I feel like you should have at least gotten some information. Like, lay something heavy on me before you try to finalize the chapter and be like, yeah, we'll see you in, what is it, 75 days?
75 days we have to wait, ladies and gentlemen. 75 days.
Man. I hope y'all think that they better not have no writer's block. Also, I think this is based on a graphic novel, so there's no writer's block to be had. But
yeah, I was gonna say I think this one and Slow Leveling are
I'll get to actually, you didn't read it. Did you read any of the messages that came through on Facebook?
No.
Or no? All right. Solo Leveling is supposed to be coming to an end, but apparently it's not the end. It's just the end of what they're animating, or not animating, drawing. The guy
buy the light novel to actually.
Yeah.
I might do that.
You're like, yeah, whatever. I'll buy a book. The person I was talking to was like, I was kind of disappointed about how it continued on, though. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Mm.
Like, I never thought I'd hear that. He's like, some people might like it, but it wasn't for me. I was like, oh, all right. Like thinking about the entire ride of solo leveling, what could disappoint you?
I don't know.
Right? Like, all right, fine. He's like the head monarch after he destroys all the monarchs. What happens next? There's got to be something else, right?
Yeah, the baby monarch. I don't know.
That's probably where it goes. Oh,
I was gonna say maybe he has to battle the angels.
I was gonna say that too, but they're kind of on his side. Like they
That's,
wanted to destroy him, but then they also wanted to help him, so it doesn't make any sense.
yeah,
Like,
they're kind of weird. Didn't they
yeah,
also want to like use the earth as a battleground?
yeah.
Was that? Yeah.
I think he's gonna become like the new omniscient being. What did they call him? All seeing, all. I think they call him an omniscient being or something like that. The
So.
God without calling him God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
straying away. But before we fully dive
Yes.
into soul
Yes.
leveling, TBATE, that one with Arthur meeting the deity was a cliffhanger, but that wasn't even the only cliffhanger of that
Right.
chapter,
I'm
because
so
then
mad.
after that split scene, which we understand, Quiet James is upset about that split scene. We go into another scene where we're watching the headmaster. I forgot her name.
Yeah, I actually don't know her name either, but we call her headmaster anyway, so it's all
Yeah,
good.
exactly. So headmaster and her pet owl, they're just casually walking in the woods at night, no biggie. And
I was talking to her. Also,
yeah,
no biggie.
yeah,
Apparently.
yeah. I mean, I guess that's not really a biggie because we know Sylvie talks to Arthur, but I guess the owl actually verbalizes speech versus mentally telepath speaking. So I guess that's a little biggie. We'll toss that up.
Like, oh,
But yeah, they get attacked. Just out of the blue.
surprise.
Right?
Well, we think it's out of the blue, but I mean, it's an ambush.
Yeah, definitely that's ambush.
Right?
Just,
I think it's a sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say she goes. There's more than one attackers. She originally sensed one, but she got hit by 2 or 3. There was a bunch of
it was definitely like 6 people because like she gets attacked by one person and then she gets attacked from the back, and then like we pan out as she's like taking them out, like you see people in the trees. I'm like, dang, man, they really wanted her dead.
Yep. And we noticed our attackers had the marks on their spine, so we know they're from that other country.
Oh yeah,
Continent,
but we don't know if that's from the other continent or something else that's going on. Remember, we still don't know that part yet.
Oh right.
Yeah, come on now. If you're spoiling it for me, I'm gonna let you know. Anyway, so there's some weird evil afoot, and we find out that she is a traitor amongst those type of people. Those I'm calling them rune spines because they have runes and they're on their spines.
I like it.
The rune spine folks.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so they're like, you can't. What did they say? They said, we're not going to let this stand or something like that. Something along the lines of like, why would you betray us? Like, you betrayed the cause. I think that's what they said.
And then she was like, tell me, what was it? Like, tell me who's in charge or why you're doing this. And then dude was like, I'd never tell anything to a traitor.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then we find out like, she gets attacked. And then she gets the back of her shirt ripped open. She's a rune spine person, and that's why they're calling her a traitor. It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And of course, that's the last thing we see. But if you read a little bit deeper, you see the owl transforms. The owl transformed into, I'm not calling it a dragon because I don't think he's a dragon.
But then what would he be?
I mean, he looked like a giant bird because he had a beak, True. Like even when he transformed, so he could be like a phoenix because they love phoenixes and dragons. I'm just saying.
That's true. And he also said he didn't like the taste of humans, which I think a dragon probably wouldn't care.
Well, dragons are always, no matter what, like an intelligent species that doesn't, stoop to the level of beastly urges and stuff. Like they usually give dragons like a little bit more mindset. That's why he's like, oh, I mean, I guess I gotta eat him, so we're gonna get rid of these bodies.
True.
But I mean, I don't know. From what I saw, it looked like, I'm saying like he's like some kind of just
Mystical
giant
beast.
bird. Yeah, mystic beast. There you go.
Like
He's Ho-Oh. Zapdos. Yeah, throwback.
Yeah. Pokemon.
Yeah, dog. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen next, but I'm also a little mad because I have to wait to see what happens next.
You're right. However, because of this unprecedented 75-day wait,
What?
I might actually start, because I keep seeing it on our Instagram account. I might start reading Omniscient Reader.
Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint.
Yeah.
Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint is actually legit. I like that a lot. It's definitely, I mean, I'm gonna say top 3, but I'm only reading like 5 or 6. So in the top half of my manhwa repertoire. It's very good. I like it. It starts off kind of as like a heavy read, and it's a little bit slow. And as you're learning the guy's powers, where I am at now, the most recent chapters, I did read this one this week, by the way. That's how good it was. I didn't read all the other ones. I read this one.
Yikes. All right. I'll get caught up. I'll get caught up so we can talk about this one as the weeks go by, since we're clearly losing out on one of our other favorite manhwas.
It'll be back. It'll be back in a couple months. All right, man. You're like, actually,
we gotta find something else to talk about. We gotta find something else to talk about in that time.
Yeah, in that time. Interim. But yeah, no, where I'm at now, it's slowed down a little bit, is what I wanted to say. It's nothing serious or whatever, but like you'll see it goes through these stages, and like he goes from point to point to point, and there's several recurring people. It's interesting. It's interesting. If you like, as a person who's read manga and read manhwa, you'll like it a lot. Yeah. It's like you go into the story and you go, hey, what would I do if I was in the story? And that's what he's doing.
I mean, we all know I live in the story and become the main character, so I totally vibe with this.
All right, so I am gonna spoil something for you because you are the main character. There's one of his powers is sort of special like that. Yeah.
Nice.
See? Yeah, it sounds cool, right?
It does. Well, I can say this: you have not failed me yet. Every one you've suggested, I have liked. So
all right.
You're batting 100 right now.
Thank you. You know what I haven't read is not read, but I haven't kept up with is Leveling Up with the Gods. That one was really good too.
But I actually haven't read that one yet. So
yeah, he was getting really in it, and I was like, all right, I gotta let this build up a little bit. Because this dude, so he's got the same situation as Omniscient Reader. But this is like a reverse time thing, as opposed to like, so in Omniscient Reader, he's in a book that's already been finished, like in a book, but like the book was written about like the real world, and like he knows the beginning and he knows the end. He knows how the entire story plays out, and that's what makes him stronger than other people. Gotcha. This other one knows how the story played out because he started at the beginning. I mean, at the end. And then he got
sent back,
thrown back in time by Kronos, which makes Kronos not exist because it maxes out his power or something like that. Right. So this dude already knows all this stuff. So he knows how the things are going to go and all the secrets and everything. So like you see him like in the very first chapter of the manhwa, and they're like sitting around in a circle and talking because they're telling him as much information as they can possibly tell him to get them back to the point that they're at, so they're not losing again. Yeah, it's a really interesting concept. Like you need to remember all of this stuff now. Yeah. I'm just saying, there's some cool concepts out there. And of course, with something like Squid Games out right now, it makes me so mad to see people love Squid Games and they hate on manga, anime, manhwa, all this, like all the categories that are just drawn. If it's drawn, it's not inferior, guys. I'm sorry, like it's exactly what you like. you like all these storylines, you just don't know you like them.
That's what I call haters.
Yeah. Like
Haters.
Squid Games is legit, but I'm like, oh man, another Death Ball series. Read that already.
Right. That's why I haven't even really watched it, because I it's too similar to what stuff anime I've watched.
Yeah,
Oh,
but you can watch it and then you can like have somebody else like it and be like, yeah, this is cool. And I'd be like, so I know what anime is just like that.
true. I could do that. Shoot. Right before we jump into Solo Leveling, you mentioned this to me like forever ago, and I haven't even I just watched it like all last week. But Mob Psycho 100.
Oh yeah.
You mentioned that a long time ago. Still never watched it. I didn't like the drawing.
I don't like the way it's drawn either.
Yeah.
I haven't actually watched Mob Psycho either, but it's apparently having another season. So now I'm like, all right, so season 3 has been announced.
Yeah,
now
so
I gotta watch it.
I saw that, and that's exactly what I thought. So I watched the whole first 2 seasons last week. Loved it. This dude, in my opinion, is on par with all our OP characters.
Ooh,
Yep.
I thought so, because I'm thinking to myself, like, you see like bits and pieces, and it's like he only used 2% of his power at that point. I'm like, what? What's 100% look like?
100% is crazy, and his 100% changes on what emotion he's feeling. So if it's 100% rage, you already know. If it's 100% sadness, it's a whole different kind of power. Like depending on his emotion, when he reaches 100%, the power is different.
That's interesting. Okay,
Pretty
that's
sick.
a cool way to put it.
Yep.
All right, man. Something else to add to the watch list that I'm hopefully gonna watch someday. Like, how like my Crunchyroll watch list is probably like 200 shows deep right now. Like,
I'm pretty sure. Yep.
I would love to watch them. It's just like it would take 3 years of my life, like gone.
Yeah.
I come back at this like sage of anime, beard and everything.
Back. He's just like, I know everything and everything, guys.
I know. I'm floating. Yes. Well, how do you feel about our boy Jinwoo's situation?
Ah, man. So we're up to chapter 169. Is that where we're capped at?
That's where I'm capped at.
All right. So up to 169. Situation here is my boy got bamboozled. They tricked him. They had a better strategy.
I mean, okay. Back up. So first off, they had a better strategy. Fine. All right, I get it. Jinwoo was we could start with the press conference.
Yeah.
The press conference says all these things exist. Remember all those beasts that I have that are like world destroyer levels, and now I have a bunch of them. Yeah, there's a bunch more coming through. Yeah. And everyone's like, yeah, that's impossible. No way. Absolutely not.
Never could happen.
Yeah. Like, by the way, like, how do we know these portals don't also belong to you?
That's true. Some people were feeling some type of way, especially the Canadians.
Yeah, I don't understand why Canada had to feel butthurt about it, but like
they really did. They're like, we don't believe you, blah blah blah. However, there were people who believed them. I mean, obviously Korea believed them. Was it China? Is it China?
China believed.
China
believed. And okay. China kind of believed, but not really. And then the top nation level hunter in China was like, well, we got to go to this portal. So like, if I can't beat him with Jinwoo, then I can't beat him without Jinwoo. So like, we got to go. We got to go there. And so Jinwoo was like, well, I mean, like, I got to go to China, obviously, because if they defeat China, guess who's next? So that was his rationale going there as opposed to anywhere else, which makes sense.
And it makes the most sense. I agree.
Yeah. It's like got it, get it, got it, good.
All those portals open, you think they're gonna come through all the portals at once.
Yeah, there was a lot of portals, and it's like, man. And Jinwoo's warning was, because these beasts are this, like demonic beasts are this powerful, stay away from all the portals. Stay as far away from the portals as you can.
Evacuate.
And everybody listens except for in China, where the main force is gathered.
Yep, and they were getting ready to
Fine.
fight. Yep, that makes sense.
Yep.
Then
And you know what? I can't even say this because it might not even have been this. It could have been the fact that other people didn't listen to the warning either. It's just that these people were on the exact opposite side of the world, and that's what happened. So that
I don't know, man, because the Canadians, they specifically said, we don't want Jinwoo stealing all the prize or whatever that you get out of the gates, the dungeons. That was one.
that's a good point, because also whenever they kill one, guess who gets it? Doesn't matter.
Yep.
Jinwoo getting it. It's like
Yep.
we don't need him to have any more, and they were viewing him as more of an enemy than an ally
Yep.
to humanity, which
So
is
they was haters.
it's not
That's
wrong.
what they was haters.
No. They are not wrong. Okay, you look at this situation where the entire humanity, right, has been doing something one way, and suddenly this one guy comes and like starts wiping things out the way he wipes things out. And not only that, he like the biggest disaster ever known to humanity, like, was this big dragon that happened in America, right? Not only that, he ends up having 3 of them just by chance. It doesn't make any sense. Like, right? And so you look at it from humanity standpoint, it's like this dude could wipe us out at any moment. Like, if we feed his army anymore, we're effed. We need to get stronger. So
Yeah.
we need this dungeon more than he does.
I feel like, that's stupid humanity thinking. Smart humanity thinking would be like, yo, let's be boys. Like, yo, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna roll with Jinwoo because, like, he's strong, and I ain't quite strong enough yet. So I'm gonna roll with him and get stronger while I roll with him. That's mine. I'm about to power up.
Unfortunately, you're not Jay Mills. Jay Mills, which is used to be an old nickname of mine, which is no longer my nickname, and he no longer alive no more anyway, because this dude was coordinating a large mass of hunters in Canada right next to the portal. And the Monarch of Destruction is not an idiot. So if you're going to invade somebody, he is a general of an army. He knows how to do it right. And so if you're going to attack somebody's planet, do it on his blind side. You literally attacked on the exact opposite side. We got the globe, we got Jinwoo, and we've got Monarch of Destruction right there. He's like, nah, man. He thought it through, and he was like, nah, I'm not gonna just show up right where you're gonna be. That's crazy.
It's like, let me take my side, dominate, own it, secure it, and then make it a battleground.
That's right. I love when this dude shows up. First off, I was expecting a dragon because, hey, Monarch of Destruction is also the king of dragons, right?
Right. And all the other monarchs, they kind of resembled what they were the monarch of. So I agree. I was thinking of a dragon as well.
Yeah. This dude comes out. He's a smooth dude, He looks semi-samurai. Yeah, orange hair. Comes out the portal, and then it's like, yo, it's just a dude. Like, it's a human. What's he doing coming out of a portal, bro? It's like, some of the other hunters are like, hold on a second. No human comes out of a portal.
Yeah. And then they start talking about, like, demons that take the shape of humans, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, just in case, let's throw up a couple warning shots, like, like, oh, okay.
But then they get real dumb because the Monarch of, you call him Monarch of Destruction? I thought it was Monarch of Dragons.
Yeah, I think he's both.
All right, either way, he goes, "Are you the king of this realm?" And what was it, Jay Mills? That was
he. It's never the right question to answer. Like, no matter what the answer is to that question, you realize that you are going to get slapped, and the slap is probably going to end your life. Like, bro, that's a terrible, terrible thing. I'm just saying, you don't.
And in Jay Mills' mind, he was like, man, that's probably what happened to Jinwoo. Jinwoo, those guys came through and they were like, are you the king of this realm? Jinwoo said, yeah. And they're like, all right, we serve you. So that's what he was thinking.
Yup.
Poor Jay Mills, because that's not how it goes down.
Nope. And so he didn't get his come up. He got brought down And as it's happening, Jinwoo goes, wait a minute, all the other portals in the world vanished, but not the one in Canada. Call so and so. I don't know who was over there. This random
One of
dude.
his agent friends.
Yeah, one of the agents. What are those henchmen or whatever? I don't know. Co-workers.
Right.
He's like, yo, man. So you need to get out of there right now.
Like
right now, right now.
And he did.
No, it's all good. Just
That's what I
go
don't
ahead.
get. He didn't leave. He was like, I need to record this and tell you as it's happening.
Yeah. Hold on. Wait. So someone's coming out of the portal. It's a guy. It's what he's doing. Oh my god! That's basically what happened. That's basically what happened.
The stupidity.
You know what? It gave me who it was Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z. When was it Raditz? When someone came to the planet, it was either Raditz or Nappa, and like someone came to the planet. I think it was Nappa visiting that random town. The people were looking at him like, yo, what's he doing? Like, yo, what's this guy doing? They all kind of like gather around. And then Nappa randomly just takes 2 fingers and goes, boom, when the entire town blows up around him. Yeah, it was Nappa. It's like, oh, all right. So we're just going to do that now. Got it. Yeah.
I'll say it. Yeah, but and then June tries to get the agent out of there, has a shadow, and then the moment his shadow appears, Monica Destruction's like, what are you doing here, Shadow?
Yep.
This is my turf. You ain't gonna be here. I'm gonna light you up like I lit everybody else up.
I know. Like the shadows are supposed to be unkillable. So it's like I'm pretty sure he just like literally erased his existence, man. I was like, holy crap. That's a thing. What is that? Goku's ability. You literally just delete the fact that you existed from the universe. Like, holy crap. What? All right.
Okay.
So that's a nice foreshadowing for the shadows, because we know, all right, fine, the shadows last indefinitely, but not these ones. So we're gonna have some high level shadows going down. I'm not sure which one we're gonna lose. I'm
gonna say your average, if we look at like a chessboard, your average pawn shadows are gonna get wiped out. Like, you know,
I figured that all the high level ones are probably gonna last for a minute, but we're gonna have a hard loss, and I'm thinking it's Baru.
You think it's gonna be Baru?
I think Baru is gone. You know why? Because he's got too much charisma. Like, he's got too much going for him. He's a comic relief, and they always like to kill a comic relief character. I'm just saying, you know, like no matter what, like they've given him a little bit too much screen time.
But also in that sense, doesn't that breed new power? Because he's a comic relief. He also is, like, you know, a very close companion of Jinwoo, just because they, you know, he treats him a little. I feel like he treats him a little bit better than the other shadows, and he uses them more.
I think so. Well, yeah. I mean, all the other shadows don't really require as much maintenance as he does. Like,
that's also true. That's also true.
Can you not? But I also think it's Baru, because Baru has a healing ability that's very strong. Like, he is a potent heal. Like, we can't just have that. Jinwoo needs a nerf.
I'm down with Baru getting taken out. Pretty sad about it, but I agree to it. But I also think Jinwoo might tap into another power if that happens, because I think he'll be very upset.
But what other power does he have?
I don't know. Maybe he just rises another level. He'll just solo level up again, you know?
Okay. So at the point that we're at now, he's not able to level up anymore. Remember?
You don't know.
I know. Everyone's in this universe, everyone's power is fixed by birth. The only way he got this ability was because of the double dungeon, right? And he got gifted this ability to level up, but it was only to get his body prepared to receive the actual full power. So he no longer levels up. Leveling up is done. Literally, the title of this thing could change now, because like it should be called Rule of the Shadow Monarch. Like, let's see if it goes down. All right.
But then what there has to be a way, because we're assuming right now that the Monarch of Destruction has just a little bit more power than the Monarch of Shadows, right? But they're assuming Monarch of Shadows is going to beat the Monarch of Destruction. So there has to be something that tips the tide, or maybe, I don't know, there has to be something.
I don't know. Maybe he's got good talk no jutsu. Like, you're like, you really want to destroy this world? He could be like, nah, you right. Nah. I mean, we don't know who's stronger, so I guess we're gonna have to find out through, like, dueling or something. But I mean, I feel like the Monarch of Destruction's henchmen, I guess, are gonna be stronger. Like
They're
the
all
dragon, they're all dragons. Yeah, man. I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I don't see him awakening another ability. Like, this isn't My Hero Academia.
I'm not saying he's gonna awaken another ability. I think he's just gonna power up. I don't know how else to really describe it. It's not.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but see, this is why I almost hoped that they wouldn't have the big main dude come to the portal next. Like, I was hoping it would be some other random, like, monarchs, right? Because there are other monarchs that are still out there.
I thought, that's 170. Never mind, keep going. Yep.
Oops. I'm just saying. So all right. So based on, all right, that's good to know. I'm just saying, like,
I was going to say something, but
this dude, he comes through by himself based on 169. Yeah. So I'm like, it doesn't make any sense for him to have to fight the main guy. You know, like, you don't fight the main guy first. You got to fight someone weaker.
True.
Right. All right. So he does. Good.
I haven't seen any fights. I just may have seen other people.
All right, good. So they came through. It just didn't make any sense to me. Like, bro, you're gonna, like, you guys are just trying to end this in, like, the next 2 weeks. Is that what's happening? So no.
That'd be crazy if they did. I'd be so sad. I'd be like, that's so fast.
Within the next month or two, the manga is probably gonna be done.
Oh my.
The webtoon. It's like, think about it. How much more they have? They don't have a lot more.
You're right.
Like, he has a battle, and then he's gonna look at some consequences of the battle, and then he's gonna battle, and then he's gonna look at the consequences. There's nothing else to do. He doesn't do anything else in the world. Like, his whole world is what, his mom and sister, and they're moving away.
Yeah.
You've got some Cha in, which you don't talk about anymore. He's got some, what is his name? Bak something. The guy, the leader of the guild, which you don't talk about anymore. We got the leader of the agency, which he semi talks to.
Yeah.
But, like, there's a lot of people that have no purpose anymore. Like, when he gets somebody, they're like there for like a couple of chapters or series, and then they're gone. He doesn't talk to them anymore. He's just he's a user.
You need to watch 170. All those people you just mentioned.
All right,
come
good.
back.
All right, good. I'm just saying, like,
that's true.
But like, based on this mindset right now, this dude doesn't talk to anybody from his past, like, whatever, like, while he was getting stronger. Finally.
I don't disagree with you. You are right. But everything you're saying, it's just so funny, because, like, in the next chapter, all that.
Maybe the animators and the writers were thinking the same thing. Like, yo, this dude really needs to, like, not be so cold. He's cold.
He is pretty cold.
Yeah. All right. That's good to know. See, when I came on, I had came on with the thought that I had actually read this week's chapter, but then I realized I did not. It's 11:11. Make a wish. Oh man. Yeah. I wish nap time will last 5 extra minutes so I can finish a chapter. No.
Here you go.
Yes.
Wait, we forgot to do the make a wish for TBATE. What do you think's gonna happen next in 75 days?
All right. Let's see. My make a wish for TBATE. That's funny. I just thought about it. Anyways, so he's finding out. I actually wouldn't even talk about the way the deity looked. The deity's a dragon, right?
No, I thought the way they described it, it was a He's like, my friends call me God or something. I forget what he said, but you may call me deity.
My friends call me God, bro. What kind of friends you got? That's strange to me.
Let me double check that.
Yeah, it was some weird text. Anyways, I thought he looked like a drag. That was just me.
Did he look like a dragon? Because they had him looking like a blonde dude.
A blonde dude. What? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a short pause and you have to remember this chapter aired 2 weeks ago, so you know it's not fresh in the memory. But like,
no, it was the cat. It was originally the cat. It saw
that's
the eye,
right.
and then
That's right.
the cat transformed into a blonde dude.
Okay, yeah, I forgot it was the cat. Oh man.
Oh, he goes by Wisdom with his friends. His friends call him Wisdom.
Well, I thought it was weird that he would be called freaking God. Like, yeah, nah, friends don't do that. Yeah, but anyways, all right. So, all right, he's a blonde dude. So he gets brought to this like random realm, but like, you need to be ready, and then I have a conversation. That's right. The cat is what slid him a note.
Yep.
Right, and it's a little weird to think about that, but it's like, all right, fine. But the cat, like you called something about the cat. I know you did like 2 weeks ago. You were like, the cat's something, and I'm like, all right, fine, the cat's something. So apparently the cat is a deity in the world. We haven't run into deities inside of the beginning after the end. That's a whole different manhwa, you know. Like, so it's interesting to think like the cat is like something big. It's not obviously a cat. It's obviously like something holding a different form, but I don't know what's gonna happen with it. I'm trying to remember what Sylvie looked like. She just had horns. She had like a suit of armor. She looked like freaking Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, she did.
Edward, no, Alphonse. But this one, I mean, I'm just rolling through it. I got I'm on I got all the yellows. We're getting pulled through the portal. We got black. We got Papa, I'm scared. Fearless, light some fire. Thump. Oh, they got afraid. That's right.
Yeah.
So interestingly enough, this level of power, right? All right. So we're on this level of power. You're not supposed to be able to sense people with higher level of power than you, right?
That's also true. With this monologue, you're not supposed to.
It's very interesting for you to like know and sense a power that's that much stronger than you, because you can't. I remember even in the chapters before that, it's like I can't sense any power from her, like coming from Tess.
Yep.
And so he recognized that it is a blonde dude, and that's really it.
I
don't know, man.
Here's my thought. I got a little. I've been brewing a thought. There you go. So we know from the story from Grandpa that the deities, were placed out between the three nations,
main families,
the three main.
Yeah.
So in essence, right, that's three deities. If we're going with that logic.
Okay, I'll give you that.
This is what I'm going with. This is what I'm rolling with. So so there's three of them, and they're part of each family. And now this new deity, I'm counting this one as a fourth one, like just completely different, separate from the ones from the other families. Okay. I'm thinking this one is Arthur's deity that's going to give him power. I don't know. That's what I'm rolling with right now. It's not fully baked, but this is what
all right. I got something for you.
Okay.
So in the store, they like the guy eventually sees Sylvie. Yes, Sylvie, not Sylvia. She's like Arthur's cat or whatever, and looks up at his cat, and the cat kind of looks at them. Like they had a moment where he looked right over, the cat looked over, and was like, all right, they probably had a telekinetic conversation, and that's when the guy said, take this, you'll need it, right? So they probably said something to each other and said, give him that'll upgrade somebody. Like, well, and I think he already gave him the power, one of those powers, it's like they give the power-ups to the royal families to get them to white core mages without even having to like train and stuff like that.
True.
So that's he already gave him one of those things, a relic
And
to
then
increase their power.
Arthur gave it. Well, I
The
don't know if
test.
he gave it, but it was
Test. Yeah.
then passed over to Tess. But maybe they wanted Arthur to have it. I get what you're saying. I like
Yeah, yeah. And so like, oh, you mean there's a way to do that? And it's like, as soon as you find out there's a way to do that, he uses that ability and he's like, oh, so that's, you know, he had a relic. So only supposed to be like a couple of them, right?
Yeah.
So maybe he's gonna get that back and use it again or something. But I think it's interesting to think like, all right, fine, he's got this relic, he uses it, and she gets to a silver core. Like she jumped 3 stages, right?
Yeah. She's at silver.
Whereas if maybe you'd be like, huh?
I was gonna say were those other the lances, were they silvers before? I don't think they were silver before.
I think they said that there was silver before.
They were silver? Okay.
Yeah.
It's just interesting though, because like no one that young was a silver. Like even even granddad and headmaster, they're silver, but they're old when they got to silver.
That's a good point. I thought they were silver, but maybe I'm wrong.
But you remember we learned, right? It's like they jump like probably 3 colors, right? So if you 2 colors behind silver. So if you go white and then you go 1, 2, you go 2 down. So you go silver and then whatever is before silver.
Yellow.
You could probably, I mean, and what's Arthur now? Arthur's like, what is he, orange or?
He's regular orange, not he's not light orange yet. I think he goes light orange and then it goes dark yellow, light yellow to silver. Somehow silver
is kind of like silver for a minute, and then
exactly.
So I bet you all the lances were probably somewhere around a yellow.
All right,
got their boost.
I mean, it's not impossible. I think so. Yeah.
Anyways,
all right. So it is all speculation. So, but I think they're gonna actually lay it out for Arthur because everyone seems to talk about Arthur in this special kind of way where, like, you know, he's gonna be the one that does something in the future, and people kind of know it already.
Yeah.
Right. Like he has this ability. He can do this. He can do that. He can do this. And so this dude's gonna lay it out for him. He's probably gonna say, "These will be your enemies. This will be your allies." And then he's gonna make a decision whether or not, like, I gotta believe this thing that just, like, you know, ripped me through a portal, like unbelievably strong. Like maybe this enemy is coming. You need to be strong enough to fight them. And here I'll help you try to fight them. Maybe Arthur will get a little bit of training out of it. I don't know.
Ooh, I like it.
Like, but see, I feel like he's all trained up. Like the only thing he can really train is maybe like earth and wind and like increase those skills. But like, I don't even think he needs them.
Well, he probably should. You know, he probably should be deviant in all 4.
I mean, he doesn't need healing. He does and he doesn't. And healing is always useful.
You could always use heal. I mean, wait, actually, he might not need healing because he already has healing. He
doesn't have healing. His mother has healing, and she gives him runes, little stones that she infuses with her healing power.
No. He through his beast core, he has healing. Remember when he fell?
Oh, self-healing. Yes.
Self-healing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. My bad. That's what I meant. I meant self.
Yeah. And no, that's what I was like. That's what I'm saying. He doesn't need healing. Yeah. Main characters rarely have the ability to heal. You notice that, right?
Heal others. They might have the ability to heal themselves.
Yeah, that's also a good point. Yeah, heal others.
He don't care about healing.
Rapid regeneration. That's what he's got. But like, I think he'll get the gravity ability, and I think the gravity ability he's going to use in a different way than everybody else. It'll make him fly.
Ooh, that'd be so cool.
Yeah, that'll be his gravity. It'd be like Ochako, you know, fly. So I think that's how that part will go down. We'll find out exactly what's going on with the headmaster. I think that's just a teaser, though. I don't think we're gonna find that out for a minute.
Yeah, because I think something's gonna happen to her when she goes to the coast.
Yeah, me too. Let's head to the coast.
Let's go to more danger.
And then what else happened this chapter? Like, I think we're gonna get a full story behind the deity interaction with Arthur, and that's probably gonna be most of the next chapter. I'm usually wrong though, so I guess we'll see.
Like it. However, I mean, do we need a 75-day break for that? I don't know.
I mean, I think the 75-day break is to get the sketches in line and everything. This is on a major manhwa platform, so like it's not like they're taking a 75-day break for no reason.
True.
Like we're getting a little bit caught up to the source material, and so we need to take a break. You let the source material build up, but I think it actually might be already finished, or sketch out, because you can't just sketch every single week and then like release it.
Also true. You need a little pause. I respect that.
Yeah, I mean, plus, I mean, not for nothing, solo leveling, not solo leveling, well, solo leveling too, but the beginning after end looks really nice. It's polished. They do a good job when they're and I guess you're animating it, but not animating, just drawing it. When they're coloring it. It looks good. It looks attractive to look at, unless you're looking at it on the wrong website when it's got a bunch of page breaks. But if you're looking at it on Tapas, it looks pretty nice.
The page breaks.
Yeah, I forget it. It's all animated. The beginning after the end, does it have the animated like text coming in? Some of them do.
I don't. The one I read from doesn't.
Not me either. On Tapas, I think some of them have like the text actually come in and do things. Yeah, so
okay.
like they really that's yeah.
A little, I mean, it's a little extra.
It's extra, but hey, it's extra. You know, you actually this is something you're supposed to be buying and paying for. So you know, don't be pirating. No. It makes me so mad to be like, oh, you don't have enough points to read the next chapter. I'm like, all I gotta do is press Google. Leave me alone.
So true.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm all about giving the animators like, you know, a little bit of something or whatever, just to like keep the work going.
Yeah.
Because you have to remember, like, hey, if you pay for something, they actually pay the artist who makes it, and they'll make more.
That's true.
Fine. That's why I had a crunchy level. Crunchy. Oh my god, I can't speak. Crunchy roll. Yes. Crunchy level sounds like a really, really weird manhwa. Yeah. That's why I had a solo leveling. A Crunchy roll subscription.
Ah, you really all kinds of messed up.
I can't get it out of my head. I had a subscription for that for a minute because, like, you know, support the industry. You want the industry to do well. I like the industry. I want the industry to make some money. I just totally can't support it myself. So, you know, when it's something I want to watch, I'll watch it without commercials. I'll subscribe. When I don't want to watch anymore, I unsubscribe. And hey, that's how it goes.
Makes sense.
I'm not gonna watch it on YouTube over 3 different chapters, or no, like you have 3 different episodes split up, or 1 episode split up into 3 chapters or whatever on YouTube. Like, God. This ain't those days no more. Yeah. How do you think solo leveling is gonna play out?
Well, I know how the next chapter is gonna play out. I think I think, you know, if we're expanding it just a little bit further, Jim Woo's gonna go to the Monarch of Destruction. I think he's gonna bring the battle to him, because I don't think the Monarch of Destruction is moving. He's declared his area, and he's just gonna sit there and wait for Jim Woo.
That makes sense. All right, I feel you. Make it a perimeter. It's easier to defend than it is to attack. All right. He like, just from showing up, like you can see, like he's got a really strategic battle mind. Like he just literally showed up. He's like, I'm not gonna fight you right now. What's wrong with you? I'm gonna be over here. If you want some, come get some.
Yeah.
Where do you think the whole like strengthening the world, like with mana? So, you know, the whole purpose of having it on this planet was to strengthen the planet enough for it to survive a battle between like all these different things, all different players and stuff like that. How do you think that's going to play out? Because it seems like they're effing everything up. It doesn't seem like the world is strong enough.
They're definitely, the Monarchs are definitely changing the field of the earth that I'm gonna call them angels, that the angels wanted. Let's see, how does that play out? I think this is a huge twist, and this may actually not work out, but I think something's going to happen. Jinwoo is somehow going to be able to access the mana that's supposed to be making the world a battlefield, and then be able to disperse it to hunters that he wants to have the power to increase their power.
So you're turning him into Naruto. Nine tails coat, go.
Yep.
It's not a bad theory. Mm-hmm. Instead of using the dead, he can use the living. Yep. I mean, it does have its merits. I like it. I do think this is going to happen. Like, you know, he does have to strengthen humanity, because humanity doesn't seem to stand a chance, even being like on the sidelines. It doesn't seem to stand any kind of chance of survival. I think that after this whole thing, if they don't end it, he's gonna have to go to like the realm of monarchs. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna have to go out and like not be on Earth anymore and like become something greater, because the battle on Earth is gonna be done. Like, he's gonna have to leave and go to the place where all this stuff started and like maybe end it there.
Oh man.
Somebody had to have created the monarchs, man. They're not all that strong.
That's true.
Compared to the rulers, they're not that strong.
You're right.
So,
damn. Then what's gonna happen? Is he ever gonna go back to Earth? Is he ever gonna, you know, see his mom and sister and possible his lady?
Like, I know, like possible girlfriend. We're not really sure.
We're not sure.
We don't know, man. Jinwoo didn't get the animation of him being overnight with her. Like, I mean, like, it was not overnight. Like, yeah, they didn't do the kiss. Like, guys, that was supposed to be his girlfriend, and y'all just deprived them of a tender moment.
They deprived.
Apparently, in the graphic novel, this dude kisses her overnight. That was a thing, and that's why he's like, "So, where do you want to go tomorrow morning?" Like, all right. So that was the kiss wasn't created because the artist felt they couldn't. The artist felt that he couldn't capture the emotion of the moment correctly with the kiss. So I'm like, what? So you just omitted it? There's hundreds of people, thousands of people that don't know that this happened now because you didn't tell us.
I mean, he did the split scene that you see like everywhere, you know. Looks like something's gonna happen. Split scene, boom. Putting on his clothes in the morning.
I know. Like, whoa. All right. So we're just supposed to assume something happened. I'm gonna assume the worst.
Yeah. That's what I did.
It's like, man. All right. Go Jinwoo. He's like, where we getting breakfast at? I know this place that's over not too far from here. I'm like, what? Also, don't forget his line the night before. Yeah, I'll give you something real fun to ride. Like, whoa.
The dude left some nice innuendos in there.
Oh man, slid on the DMs. He goes, "What up, girl?" I don't know. I will do my reading of the 4,000 year Great Mage returns. Whatever order those words are in. The Great Mage returns after 4,000 years.
I gotta shorten like the other ones. I'm gonna call it 4K. Like, I'm just gonna leave it 4K.
Yeah, all right. 4K GM.
Yep. Oh, 4K GM.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice. That's how we do things.
Nice.
You
know what? Start hashtagging it on Instagram that way. See if it catches on.
Do it. I'm about it.
Nice. But yeah, do a little bit of reading on that. Hope you enjoy Omniscient Reader. That is one of my favorites.
Next thing to be talking about next week, or
all right, man.
2 weeks. Yeah, something like that. But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is that Halloween? That's Halloween Day.
That is Halloween Day. You're right.
Yes. So we'll see how that goes. But I mean, obviously, I don't think we're not Halloweening in the morning. So
I don't think anyone does. Nah. It'd be weird if they did. I mean, I got candy for them if they do, but
see, we made the mistake of buying the candy in the beginning of October. You don't ever do that.
You started eating it already?
I didn't start eating it. Melissa started eating it.
Oh,
And then I couldn't just let her eat it by herself. So,
so by
like
association,
a
you
like a good
still ate.
husband should.
You still ate the candy. That's what I'm saying. You over here trying to blame your wife when you still ate the candy too. Dang, so sad.
Look. I am a strong, supportive husband. All right. She deserved the support of me helping her eat candy.
Try to
Yes.
twist it so it sounds good.
Didn't have to twist nothing. It was delicious.
Boy.
Magically delicious.
Dang, you brought out that commercial. It's magic. What is that? What cereal is that?
Lucky Charms.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I had the leprechaun. I had the stuff. I just couldn't get the freaking name of the cereal. It's magic. Oh, but yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching and listening to yet another episode of Anime Brothers. As always, follow, like, comment on our social medias. We are on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at our handle at Anime Brothers, ANIME BROTHAZ.
Killing it. No, not even the guns. Check out the shotgun.
That boom, really killing it because of that.
Yeah, I'm a full martyr.
But this is Quiet Jazz and Time So Fly. We are signing out, aka Annie out.
Annie out.
Let's see you guys.
Peace.